Earlier this semester, there was a day where we were assigned a project in my CS class, in my computer science class, and it was supposed to be, a week's worth or more of work. And I decided to get started on it a little bit early. I started coding around 4:30, and I was just working at it, solving the problems, and time was going by. I could tell that I was working for a decent amount of time, but then when I finally stopped and I had reached like the end of the work, I basically finished everything. I went to look at my phone and it was like 9:15. I had completely forgotten to eat dinner. I realized in that moment that I was actually like starving. I was so hungry. I had finished an entire week's worth of work in one day, in one afternoon, essentially. And if I had spread that work out throughout the week in like 30-minute sessions, it would have taken me way longer to figure out all that stuff out and to get it done. And some people will tell you that when you're studying or when you're doing work, you should do like 30-minute sections and then take a break for 5 minutes and then do another 30 minutes, then take a break. But to me, I really just don't think that this is the best strategy, because those 5 minutes on your phone, who really looks at their phone for only 5 minutes, right? You look at it and then the 5 minutes become 10, the 10 minutes become 20, and all of a sudden you're not working, you're taking a nap, you're eating snacks and just watching Netflix on your phone. And the thing is, even if you do manage to break away from your phone and get back to work, you lost your momentum, right? You had that good 30 minutes going and you were maybe getting close to being in that, that flow state. But now you lost it. You don't even know what you were thinking about before. And when you pick up, you have to spend time just getting back into that zone. So what I recommend is just stick with it. Stick through that 30 minutes, right? That initial bit where it feels tough and you don't want to do it. And eventually you'll just end up in that flow state, right? If you are doing the work correctly, you'll end up not even realizing how much time is passing by. You'll just be in the zone and locked in. One strategy that I used last semester to study for my final exams was I would go to this coffee shop that we have at our school, and I would get a coffee or whatever. I would literally take my phone and set a timer for 3 hours, and I would just put it there, face down, put on my headphones, maybe put on some ambient music with no words, and then just work for 3 hours until the timer was up. Straight 3 hours, no distractions. And then after the 3 hours ended, I would go take a break, go eat, do whatever, and then come back and do it again. And doing that, I could study like an entire semester's worth of content in like one day, essentially. Obviously, this is not easy to do, right? And we're so chronically distracted nowadays with social media and stuff that it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult to start doing this and forcing yourself to work for long periods of time. And that's why when you want to start doing this, you have to make it easy for yourself. Don't make it hard for yourself to sit there and work. Make it easy. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Move it literally like across the room. And you might be thinking like, this is crazy. Like, I don't need to put my phone across the room on Do Not Disturb. I'll just leave it next to me and not look at it. But are you really gonna not look at it? You're gonna pick it up. Like, we are so addicted to our phones that it's just a second nature to just pick up your phone and look at it for 1 second when a notification goes off or whatever. Just because your brain stops working for that 1 second and immediately thinks, oh, I have to be occupied by something. I have to pick up my phone and look at it. So just make things easier for yourself. Put your phone on the other side of the room and get to work. So yeah, just try this out the next time you study. You can either do the timer thing like I was talking about, set a long timer and just work, or remove as many distractions as possible. Try and just focus. And let me know how it works for you. Did you get a lot of work done? Was it difficult at first? What were the strategies that you applied to your own life? And maybe we can all learn from each other. So that's all I really want to talk about in this video. I hope that it provided you with some value. Thank you for watching, and go do some work today.